Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Becca, and on this channel I am reacting my way through eating disorder recovery alongside complex chronic illness, one video at a time, in an effort to help one or more of you on the other side of the screen feel either less alone, more understood, or to give you something to learn or laugh about. So if any of those things can be done, mission accomplished as far as I'm concerned, and I'm so excited today to jump back into some Angelina Jordan. I heard your all's comments, or I guess I read your all's comments technically on my All My Fault reaction, letting me know that her Old Enough EP does kind of like have a story going in order. So I'm not going to re-react to that song, but I am going to do the rest of the EP in order. So first we are starting with Love Don't Let Me Go, and this is the visualizer video that was on her YouTube channel. So instead of talking your ear off, let's take our breath and get into this reaction. Alright, nervous system, somewhat regulated. Let's do this. Angelina Jordan, Love Don't Let Me Go. Okay, before we get into the actual song, I am sure maybe the song itself, the message of it, will give us some more context clues for like who that other person was there in the car. Maybe it was like a mom or a grandmother figure that she was helping get in the car, or someone she was just trying to take care of. I'm not sure, but I love the way there that they are using that video framing and that old style. The shoes that she was wearing, the general vibe of this is very like old school throwback jazz era type stuff, and I don't know if that's the way the song's gonna go, but I got that feel from it. And then in the car there, it was super smart. I love the way that they did that. You know, she like turns the car on and then she turns the music dial up, and as the music dial is going up, you hear some of like the background noises fade out as the song itself starts fading in. So let's take it back, grab that transition, and then we will actually listen to the lyrics themselves. I just thought that was brilliant, and I like the way that she's like checking herself in the mirror there. I'm just, oh, okay, let's just get back into it.
Mistakes and regrets ain't all that I have left, 'cause your touch and your sense still on my skin. Maybe I'm a fool to erase the trace of you. 'Cause no, you know me, at least that's how I feel. I'm trying to pull you closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke.
Okay, thanks. Right into the chorus. I want to talk about the verse and that pre-chorus there for just a sec. There's not a whole lot of like super deep dissection to do because she's being pretty straightforward. Now there is some here, but the lyrics themselves are pretty straightforward and understandable. But mistakes and regrets ain't all that I have left, 'cause your touch and your scent still on my skin. Maybe I'm a fool to erase the trace of you. There's no you, no me. At least that's how I feel. So that's the first verse. So she's saying, you know, mistakes and regrets. The song is titled Love Don't Let Me Go. So I'm assuming that maybe this person has left her, or at least has expressed that that is what is their goal, that that's what they're going to do. She's saying mistakes and regrets, that's not all I have left, because I still can feel your touch. I still can smell the scent of you, whether it's your cologne, your whatever it is, can smell you on my skin. Maybe I'm a fool if I wash that off to erase the trace of you, whether it's the memory or the scent or whatever like that. There's no you, there's no me. At least that's how I feel. So I think what she's saying there is like, I can still feel your touch. I still can smell your scent on my skin. There's no you and me, because we were one, at least. I don't know if they still are. We'll see how the song goes. But like, we were one, and it's hard for me to kind of comprehend how that's not the case anymore. And then the pre-chorus kind of drives home that image even more. She says, I'm trying to pull you closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke. So trying to pull you closer to me, but it's like trying to catch smoke. A couple different meanings with catch smoke. You obviously, if there is smoke going around and you try to reach for it and grab it, you cannot grab smoke. It is not a solid. You can't do it. But also catch smoke could be like a metaphor for catching fire, catching whatever attack that is, like that's kind of slang for that type of thing. So I would assume that she's kind of got a double going on there. Her voice, man, I know we've talked about it before. Her voice is just so amazing. I'm watching this video, and I know this EP came out when she was 17, so she even probably wrote this song at a younger age than that, but I'm assuming that this video was recorded at 17-ish, probably around the time that this was actually released. And what? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The maturity and the stage presence, not just stage presence, but just in general, her presence on this video, and now what we're getting ready to see on a stage, it looks like. It's so far above and beyond anything I have seen from someone her age, and I don't want to be a person who unsolicitedly tries to say, oh, well, she can be this mature, she does have this much wisdom, so therefore she must be an adult, she must have all of this, we have to hold her to this super high standard. No, now she's 18, I know, but she was 17 here. She does have that maturity. She does have wisdom far beyond her years. But when I say that, I'm not saying it in a way that says that is something that we should always expect. Because again, she was 17 here, again, now 18. There's still a lot of life to live. But my gosh, I swear this girl has lived 5 or 6 lives in the 18 years that she's been alive already. Just based on her strength and her passion and her ability to string together these words and melodies and to deliver them in that perfect voice that is just, it's just chilling. It just cuts right to the soul. We've mentioned Amy vibes before. We've mentioned some Lauryn Hill vibes before. We've mentioned a lot of different like jazz influences, which I know she has a lot of old classic jazz musicians as a lot of her top influences. And I also know that Elvis was one of her influences, but like you can almost hear parts of all of those different things in her own unique voice here. So none of that is me saying, oh, she's like so-and-so, she's like so-and-so, she's the next yada yada, whatever. No, she has combined all her influences, the things that she loves, and she has her own completely unique tone and presentation and voice and delivery, and it's just amazing. I just love it.
At least that's how I feel. Trying to pull you closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke. Love, I really wish you had a face. Maybe I could beg for you to stay. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, love, don't let me go. If only I could look you in the eye, there wouldn't be no place for you to hide. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, love, don't let me go. If you had a heart, I could make it beat for me.
Before we get to the next verse, I want to talk about the chorus real quick. I know in that first verse I was referencing, maybe she was talking about someone that she loved who had left. That's not what's going on here. This chorus makes it very clear. She is talking about love and personifying love as a person, although not really a person, because she's saying she wishes it had all these actual person characteristics, but she is talking to love here. So she's saying, love, don't let me go. She's not saying this love of this one person, don't let me go. She's saying love in general, don't let me go. Love, this concept, this feeling, this experience of love, don't let me go. And she's saying, love, I really wish you had a face. Maybe I could beg for you to stay, because love, obviously, as an emotion, as just something that you're feeling, as a concept, there is no face that you can look into the eyes and be like, please stay, please just stay here. You're basically like kind of talking up to nothing. If you're saying those kind of things, you're talking to the air. And she was kind of doing a little bit of looking around there when she was singing that part on stage, and I loved the way that she illustrated that. But she's, maybe I could beg for you to stay if you had a face, because then you could see me. And then she says, I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. If I could only look you in the eye, there wouldn't be no place for you to hide. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. So again, that if I could only look you in the eye, there wouldn't be a place for you to hide. She's saying, it's really hard for this intangible smoke of love. It is so hard to grab that and bring it closer to me. And when she delivered that closer line, I like that the words close and closer are like right beside each other. There wasn't like a space between, just like closer to me. I love that illustrated that very concept there as well. But you can hear the desperation in her voice here when she's saying, you know, I'm on the floor, I'm begging, please, love, oh, don't let me go. And I just, that concept, that imagery of love being this intangible thing that you so long for, that you feel so strongly, but you cannot see, you cannot physically touch, you cannot grasp, you cannot look it in the eye and say, hey, don't let me go here. You just have to, I don't know, man, that's just a really smart metaphor. Just a really smart metaphor. And I haven't talked a whole lot about her voice in this one simply because a lot of it is stuff that I've said before and I don't want to just be repetitive, but of course she is nailing this. Of course it's crystal clear. Of course her intonation, her little twist that she's putting on certain words, the runs here, the little taking it down lower here, taking it up higher over here, it's all just a puzzle, and the pieces fit so perfectly together to make this magical, beautiful masterpiece that we're watching. So let's again get back into it with that second verse.
Had a heart, I could make it beat for me. If you had a soul, I know where my home would be. It's not about feeling lonely, but man, I just can't forget. And though you're not here beside me, I still see your silhouette. I'm trying to pull you closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke. Love, I really wish you had a face. Maybe I could beg for you to stay. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. If only I could look you in the eye, there wouldn't be no place for you to hide. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go.
Woo! Yeah, sis. Yeah, sis. Yeah, man, that is it. That is it. She is that girl. All right, let's chat about those lyrics real quick. Wow, what a fun song, what a powerful song. I can't wait to get to the rest of this EP now. So she goes back to the illusion of love not being this person but being this concept and saying, if you had a heart, I could make it beat for me. If you had a soul, I know where my home would be. So I would live in this love. If you had a heart, if love as this abstract concept had a tangible heart, then she would be able to channel it and make it beat for her because she feels so strongly and is connected so deeply to it. And then again, if you had a soul, I know where my home would be. She is just illustrating here how powerful this concept of love is, how much she is trying to cling onto it, and how much she would love to just reside in this spirit, in this soul of love, because if this love had a soul, that's where she would make her home. She would much rather be at home in a place full of love like that, whatever the situation is, than to not be able to have that. And then she finishes this verse with the lyrics, it's not about feeling lonely, but man, I just can't forget. And though you're not here beside me, I still see your silhouette. So like this love, maybe she is also referencing a specific person, but I think it's more just the concept of love in general here. Even though you're not right here beside her, you're not a tangible thing beside her, you can't see her, she can still see your silhouette. So even though it might be this intangible smoke that she's trying to grasp and can't bring it closer, that is not right beside her, she can still kind of see this outline, this silhouette of what love would be, of what love looks like, and can kind of feel the presence there. And again, I'm not 100% sure who the other person is in the car there with her. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a random person she saw on the road. It didn't look like it. It looks like they were pretty familiar, so I don't know if that's her mom or her grandmother. Please let me know if I'm completely missing something obvious there. Please let me know down below. But I love that she's talking about this concept of love, and there's obviously the romantic love, there's the concept of love just in general, but then there's that familial love, that relationship that blood a lot of times is deeper than water. Now, there are obviously situations where people have families that are estranged, and that is not the case, so I'm not making that blanket statement. But I kind of got that vibe from that last little part where they were driving in the car there, and they were kind of leaning together and smiling, and it just, I don't know, it just made me feel good. It just made me feel good. Of course, her power and her ability to project so high in that upper register and then also bring it down to this lower register that is just so well done and so clear, and something that a lot of times can be really difficult, because if someone can do one register or the other, they're like really having to struggle to try to get the other end done, and she's got like the high and the low here, and she crushes them both, and it's just one thing that makes her so special. One of many things that makes her so special. And of course she finished it with the chorus there again, which we won't unpack the line since we've already done that, but I just loved, again, that desperation in her voice, that yearning in her voice, that longing in her voice, that begging, oh, love, don't let me go. Please don't let me go. Yeah. Man, like I said, this is a really powerful song with a really powerful message, and it's super impressive that she wrote it at such a young age, and isn't just writing it for the sake of writing it. Like, a lot of times, I know, I myself, I think in high school fell prey to this. I know a lot of other people have as well. I would write this poetry that might have been considered what the modern day social media world would call fake deep. A lot of people will write these things that they think are super deep just because they want to say that they wrote a deep metaphor, but it really kind of falls flat. And that's not at all what she does here. These metaphors that she has tapped into are wonderful and powerful and so well crafted that it's just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing, and I'm not just going to keep repeating that word. So on that note, friends, I can't wait to get into the rest of this EP with you. Thank you so much for everyone who has continued to recommend her stuff. I can't wait to keep going down this rabbit hole, and as always, friends, please be gentle with yourselves. This world needs you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.